Today we hosted the first inaugural County and ESO Dialogue Forum that was looking at bridging the gap between devolution at the county level. How are we ensuring that we are building and sustaining or even nurturing local entrepreneurship culture to ensure that startups and SMEs have the right support, the right access to markets, and also the right funding mechanism to support their growth of businesses at a county level?
Many counties, if I may say, have set up a lot of funds that support entrepreneurs, yet there's still a lot to be done in terms of growing their skills, growing their technical capabilities, and creating an enabling environment in terms of market linkages for the entrepreneurs.
A majority of our entrepreneurs run very micro businesses. So these are businesses that have turnovers of less than 500,000. What that does is that you lack the resources to be able to access new markets in terms of information, or even just being able to access these types of markets. So I think this is an opportune time for the Kenyan government and the different stakeholders to be able to design a program that allows for SMEs to, one, know the market in terms of the products they can be able to sell in EU, as well as build capacity and as well as give them access to financing to enable them to be able to have the muscles to be able to access that new market. So I think this can be applied through the EU EPA as well as all different economic partnership agreements that Kenya has with different countries.
Today we hosted different county governments within the forum, whereby they were able to express their aspirations as captured in the county integrated development plans that they already developed, but also looking at how even as Assek can play the ecosystem role by working very closely with the Council of Governors to ensure that devolution actually works at a county level.
So I think coming together and having conversations allows for us to be able to look for possible solutions that can allow for better support towards startups and SMEs in Kenya.
Key takeaway from today's deliberation was the aspect of the collaboration between the government and the private sector on matters of public policy, resource mobilization, and investment in support of the small enterprises and the startups.
We all need to collaborate and work together to ensure that we understand the needs of entrepreneurs at the grassroots level. We understand and we ensure that these entrepreneurs understand the benefits that they have in some of the policies and the collaborations that the national government have with different partners across the globe, so that then we can think of how do we pull together different efforts. So for example, the smallholder farmers or manufacturers, entrepreneurs who are seeking to access market externally that don't necessarily have the resources to do so. How can we pull them together and work together with them, working with the ESOs and the county government and the national government, pulling all these people together and capacity building them so that together they can be able to access markets that otherwise individually they're not able to access.
I actually picked 3 things. That is the market access, the inter-county government and the policies and regulations. And for me, that is very important also in Kilifi County, because when it comes to market access, it's important for the ESOs in Kilifi County to engage with the county government through trade fairs and exhibitions so that it can be easy for them to have their market linkages, also with other investors or other stakeholders that are coming to the county.
Very useful discussions have emanated from today's discussions, particularly on issues such as data-driven solutions. Even whatever we do, it has to be informed by data, and also for the policies, public policies, to be informed by data. And also importantly is the aspect of the policy communication, because if we don't communicate policies, certainly it is going to fail.
The conversation that has started is a good conversation. And what we are looking for is a continuation where we bring in the county government now into the fold to ensure that this conversation continues. What we are looking for as entrepreneurs and enablers is a space where we are able to talk freely with county governments and address the specific needs that we have.
Because it is through these discussions that even policy solutions are geared towards pressing issues that require government interventions, be it in terms of allocation of the resources, in terms of institutional and policy and regulatory reforms.
if these conversations can happen at the county level, the impact will even be much bigger than what we are currently seeing. So move these conversations from Nairobi, bring these conversations to the counties.
If you're an entrepreneur support organization that is working closely with startups, MSMEs, SMEs, or even corporations, helping them to think around their entrepreneurship and innovation agenda, I encourage you to join the Assek network. Not only will you join like-minded organizations that are driven with the same agenda of building and nurturing